Alright, as you can see, it's whipped up, shook up, rattled, straddled, and everything else. While we were filming, while it was blending around, we did add a little bit more water to it. We did add a little bit more of the grape because it was still a little too light. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pour this into a glass container. One where you can scoop stuff out. So if you got even a big, a wider mouth jar, or put it in a bowl. You can put it in a bowl just as well. The reason why I put it in the container because I don't have a whole lot of space in the fridge. So anyway, pour it in. Okay. You can drink that if you want. People are always saying, telling me, well, is it safe? Virginia, what a mad scientist here, no? Is it safe? I'll show you how safe it is. Now, you know, we're men here, we can drink out of anything. No formality here. It's great. It's good going down. Now, I brought this xylitol here just so you can see it. You can use this to sweeten it up if you like. You can use maple syrup if you like. You can use honey if you like. I don't think you're going to need it. But for those of you who are addicted to sugar and need that special sugar or taste, you can put it in there if you like. Now, this is what it'll look like when it's done. We did this before the show. You've got Jell-O, okay, with all these components in it. Now, when you add comfrey to Jell-O, comfrey was used to be called bone. It's called bone something, bone builder, bone something. But anyway, bone set. And because they used to wrap comfrey around a broken bone, and the allantoin in it would cause the bone to regenerate and would also cause it to heal stronger and better. A lot of you have bone issues and pain issues as a result of not enough of the collagen that's in your system. It's been broken down. Chances are you probably have a parasite or something that will be feeding on that particular protein. So by adding more to this, you can actually start repairing it. And by using things that have specific anti-collagen properties, certain fruits, certain herbs, you can actually shut down that enzyme that causes the protein to break down. Okay? This will heal a lot of weak bones. You may even find over a period of time by doing this, again, you might find issues that won't go away, all of a sudden disappear. Some of you have sore weak knees, some of you have shoulder issues, some of you have elbow issues, some of you have neck issues. You may find that by consuming gelatin in this format or by drinking it, you may find that you may recover. Again, it's a good synergy. This was a formula done in the 12th century, 14th century rather, and when I've seen it, I've actually seen people who use this. I've given this to people who've had degenerative back issues. After 3 months, the back was fine. And they may not always work for everybody that way. And again, there is an avoidance of soy, there's avoidance of canola, there's avoidance of grainy foods and starchy foods. I'm of the mindset that if you're going to eat something, try to keep it as clean as possible. I consume a more protein fat diet with carbs. My carbs are fruit and vegetable source. My proteins can be anything from an egg, yogurt, gelatin. A little tidbit about egg and gelatin. Egg is the highest biological value protein you can buy. It's cheap. Buy any kind of egg. Don't get caught up in omega-3 and this and that. Try to get your eggs from a farm. That I would encourage. Try to get them from a place that they're taking care of their livestock and their animals properly. When you add gelatin to eggs, you increase the biological value of an egg from 93, and the highest is 100, from 93 to 99. What that's telling you is that the 99% of that protein now is going to be absorbed and absorbed adequately. So that's a good thing to be using. Okay. Now some of you will get caught up on whether it's porcine or pig or cow. By the time it becomes this, there's nothing left of any animal. They'll use skins of horses, they'll use skins of mules, sheep hooves, goats, you name it. It's extracted to this, out to its final essence, which is our amino acids and protein. So again, do not get caught up on that. If you're still hung up on it for whatever the reason may be, fine. There is a beef gelatin as well as a porcine. don't get caught up on splitting atoms on this. This is what it is. Okay? So, that's a little tidbit. If you did this every day, now let's say you don't want to make the Jell-O. Okay, make a comfrey root tea or comfrey leaf tea. Add a teaspoon per serving, per glass. Do it 3 or 4 times a day. And the best time to do this is at night before going to bed. If you take enough of this, you will release growth hormones. This has a high concentration of glycine, a high concentration of arginine, which are 2 key factors that produce creatine in the body. Okay? So for all the hype you hear on some of these programs, they're trying to sell you a whey protein product that has all kinds of aspartame or sucralose or other unwanted contaminants in the protein. And they're pushing the whey. This works just as well. Combine it with an egg and you'll be surprised how cheap and inexpensive you can get your protein. And this will last for 100 years. It doesn't break down. Okay, it doesn't break down not because of chemicals, it just doesn't break down until you add water to it. So again, if you're looking for a survival food, dried eggs and gelatin would be a ticket for protein. All right, till the next segment. To your health, eh? See ya.